Saturday night, nice night out. I'm just cooling out. But was watching this video on YouTube, came up. It was kind of interesting where this lady was talking about how, and I hear a lot of people say this, I think about it too, where time seems to go a lot faster, especially since after COVID. And part of that is just time just does mathematically go faster as you get older, because that 1 second or that 1 minute is actually less of your life than when you were a kid. But even above and beyond that, it does seem like, whether they're messing with CERN, whether it was, we passed that galactic equator, where we're like in kind of like the fourth dimension, which is time, and not as much in the third dimension, moving towards the fifth dimension, higher consciousness. And I guess the other thing too was, like, she was saying how she had a corporate job and ended up leaving it around COVID, which is kind of like what I did too. So when you have more time for yourself, it's crazy, it like goes faster. But when you're dedicating time for some other bullshit slave job, whatever, it kind of drags on, because you're not really in the moment, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not very fun. But I mean, past that though, I kind of was just like, she kept saying, or towards like the middle ending, was like, oh, well, since time is so finite, make sure, you do all the things you want to do. Make sure you tell the people, like, how you feel and all this and that. And, like, making it, like, a little dramatic. And I'm just like, I mean, I agree that you want to be able to speak your mind and not hold things inside. Have fun as much as you can. But really, though, it just brings me to why I started recording this, is like, everything is just not really what it seems. Like, it's we're definitely in some type of simulation, and all it really is like, we just have five senses, and like, think about how much is like based upon what you see, or what you hear, which are kind of the two more main senses, taste for eating and stuff. But I just think how, where it's like, the whole mindset of, oh, you don't have so much time, time's going faster, so you gotta get in everything you can. And it's like, dude, that's exhausting. Like, honestly, man, like, I don't know, it's like, after you get a certain age, everything is kind of the same. Like, I go back to the beach in a few weeks, which, I'm actually excited about. And that's kind of why I like to go back and forth, because honestly, when I'm there, I'm at the beach, like, it's nice, but then it just wears off quick. I mean, probably the best part is breathing in the salt air, and that relaxes you. But I try to be on the beach when it's like close to the sunset and you see all these pretty colors, but then it's like, you only can look at that for so long, a minute or two at most, and then I'm like, what's next? It just seems like it just boils down to, what's the next dopamine hit, in our society, and like, can the last one top the next one? Like, what, when is enough, that kind of thing. And I just feel like, as we leave the third dimension, we're in this weird fourth dimension. As we get to the fifth dimension, the 3D really loses its grip hold on you, on us, on me. And it depends on where you are in the spectrum, because I've always felt like I was advanced in certain ways where, you could call it intellectual, but it's just like, I just always wanted a deeper meaning of things. I always question things. It's just always and I feel like I've kind of been out of the third dimension for a while some people are still stuck in it, and other people are like gradually getting out of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, we still have to live in it, but if your consciousness expands enough, or is expanded when you were young, if you have a high life path number like I do, it basically boils down to, you have so many lifetimes under your belt. It's like, this is old fucking news, man. I could go to the Grand Canyon and like look at that shit and be like, what's next? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to, I can't say I wouldn't want to stay there for a day, but like, bro, I'm not gonna hike the Grand Canyon for like a week or two. I mean, some people probably would love that, but then honestly, I look at the colors and the lines and I'm just like, okay, I seen it. Not a huge fucking deal. But yeah, the 5D consciousness, it basically, part of my point is just, I feel like it's kind of like to a point where you have to graduate, where the materialism doesn't matter as much, and basically you get to a point where, and I've thought about this before too, where like, say I was swimming in the ocean and I just kind of like, all you have on is some shorts, and then you're just like, I don't need anything. Like, this is almost all I need. Like, all that material shit, who gives a fuck? It's like the most freedom feeling kind of thing. Like, I guess that's what a minimalist, like Buddhist, monk, like, give up everything and live in the fucking Alps or whatever, in a cave, just meditate. Although that's extreme. But yeah, man, it's just kind of like, when is enough? And I feel like, and look at that, I'm sitting there at Chase Bank, and it didn't even dawn on me, Chase Bank, why do they call it Chase? Fucking, so you'll chase the next dollar. What a bunch of assholes. Capitalism is just such entrapment. They try and get you with this and that, and you can stay away from it, but then when your friends or other people, it's like so tempting, but I think it's just like, there's more power in just almost saying, I don't need any of this fucking shit, man. None of it. Just a place to live, see my family, be comfortable, be peaceful. It's almost like, would life have just been better as the Native Americans were? You just live on the land, you sleep. And they say that like sleeping on the grass or on the ground is great for your skeleton, your back, because it keeps everything naturally. You're not sleeping on some soft shit to like make you get bad arches and stuff. And on top of that, you're sleeping on the ground, which is good for your skeleton, but then you're grounding every night. So it's like, man, those people must have, and they're barefoot, totally connected to nature. Your family, your extended family is all right there. And, the women did the hunt, the gathering, the men did the hunting, or maybe they both raised the children, whatever. But it's just like, man, it's almost like you envy that lifestyle where you'd have everyone right there in a little village. Like, where the hell did we go wrong? It's like, and I'm part Native American too, so of course I'm gonna have some empathy for that. But man, it's just like, this capitalism is just, they want to have data, like 100 acres of data centers for what? To surveil us and to make these strange freaking AI fucking multiverses that are worse than our regular, to like keep us in some type of 3D shit. But I guess I'll end this, and maybe I'll start uploading on YouTube, because you put these on Facebook or TikTok, like, people, they got 5 seconds. I think YouTube would be better for a longer video like this, 10 minutes.